Hey, have you ever heard about PKT? You know, PT Pupuk Kalimantan Timur. It's one of Indonesia's biggest player in the fertilizer industry. They've got this massive plant turning out millions of tons of ammonia every year. But there's the thing. The industry is changing fast. And PKT needs to change with it. So PKT is already huge, right? But they've been feeling the heat lately. Extreme weather, new competitor from China, and this massive push for sustainability. It's like everything's coming at them from all sides. So the big question is, how do they stay ahead of the game? To figure that out, we dive deep. We're talking about a change of analysis. Pastel, SWOT, supply chain and value chain mapping, the whole 9 yards. And let me tell you, it was eye-opening. Let's kick it off with Pastel. Politically, Indonesia is tightening up on environmental regulation, which is both a blessing and a curse. The economy, well, the demand for green ammonia in Asia is set to skyrocket, especially in the next decade. Socially, everyone's talking about sustainability now. If the new buzzword, and PKT has to get on board. Okay, technologically, we're seeing all kind of innovation popping up. Smart tech, hydroponic, you name it. Legally, compliance is a big deal. And environmentally, well, it's a no-brainer. The industry needs to cut down on greenhouse gas emission. No pressure, right? Next, then we move on to a good old SWOT analysis. Here's the deal. PKT has some serious strength. They've got scale, 5 massive factories and a solid export market. But they are also heavily reliant on natural gas, which is not great for emission. And let's be honest, the traditional fertilizer market is kind of a roller coaster. Prices swing all over the place. But here's the kicker. The opportunities are huge. The market for green ammonia is blowing up and urban farming is on the rise. It's the perfect storm of demand. On the flip side, they've got to watch out for volatile global prices and tighter environmental rules.
So we took a look at PKT's supply chain. It's solid, covering everything from natural gas and nitrogen suppliers to a diverse customer base, farmers, corporations, research labs, you name it. But if PKT wants to dive into the green ammonia market, this chain needs a little rework. Now, here's where things get interesting. The value chain. PKT's process is efficient, there's no doubt about it. They've got ammonia synthesis, urea production, NPK fertilizers, the whole shebang. But you know what? The real gold mine is using ammonia for more than just fertilizers. And after piecing all this together, the PESEL, SWOT, supply chain and the value chain, it hit us. The answer was right in front of us. Ammonia, not just as a fertilizer, but as a fuel. A raw material for plastics, even a key player in water treatment. This could be the big pivot that PKT needs. So now here's the game plan. First up, we have to digitalize everything, make the process smoother and more efficient. Next, we also need to start experimenting with alternative raw materials to cut down on emissions. Then, we're going to have to invest in new equipment and train up the team. And the big one, go all in on sustainable practices with ammonia as the start. We've mapped out a new supply chain for this strategy. Now imagine this. Instead of just selling to farmers and corporations, PKT is now supplying ammonia to power maritime fuel and even supporting industrial companies looking for green solutions. It is a whole new ball game. Moreover, ammonia is also applicable in the 2 previous initiatives that were recommended. First one being urban centers and the second one being farming towers. Those 2 innovations require a great deal of electricity to run, and with PKT's very own ammonia, it is more than possible to generate the required amount of electricity.
PKT won't need to worry about where it could direct its supply of ammonia. Big names like Marubeni and Mitsubishi are already using ammonia as a fuel source. The global market for ammonia is growing like crazy, with a 6.4% annual growth rate. By jumping on this trend, PKT isn't just keeping up, they'll be leading the pack. And just to reiterate a previous point, Ammonia is also going to be huge help for the farming towers and urban farming centers that PKT is going to help initiate. Picture this, vertical farming towers powered by ammonia fuel, producing fresh veggies right in the middle of the city. It's a sustainable, local food source that cuts down on emission from transportation. Win-win, right? Of course, no plan is without risk. PKT's big push for eco-friendly ammonia comes with challenges: finding sustainable raw materials, managing production costs, and convincing customers to choose green options. That's why we put together a risk scorecard to keep track of everything and pivot when needed. So, there you have it. PKT's decision and focus on ammonia isn't just about fertilizers. It's about tapping into a versatile, sustainable resource that can transform multiple industries. It's bold, it's innovative, and it's exactly what the world needs right now.
PKT,
Taking ammonia to new heights.